Hello, everybody. I'm back. I'm 1960s Joe. I'm in my favorite place, my room with collectibles, memorabilia, cool stuff from the 1960s. And today, for you guys, I got some EC horror comic books from the 50s. I got like 22 of them. They're all original. I haven't showed them lately, so I want to show you guys. As you can see behind me, I got my famous Monsters of Filmland stuff out. Of course, that's 60s stuff. But I grew up in the 60s, so I found out about the EC comics after I started reading Creepies. In the letter pages, they kept talking about how they reminded everybody the Creepies were like the EC horror comics from the 50s. And eventually I found out about them. And I actually bought one. There was a comic book dealer in the back of the Marvel comics in the 60s. His name was Jack Bell, one of the old dealers. And I bought a Vault of Horror number 33, I remember, for $6. That was my first EC. That was like 67 or 68. And then later on, as I grew up and I was collecting, I eventually put together some ECs, originals. Of course, they're getting very expensive now. I bought mine 25, 30, 35 years ago, so I did pretty good. But I want to run a few by you guys today. I'll start out with my horror comics. I got only one Tales from the Crypt, and I have some Vault of Horrors. I have some weird fantasy, weird science. I got shock suspense stories. I got crime suspense stories. I got some two-fisted tales. So I think I have 22 altogether. I try to hurry up and go through them and show you guys the covers. Hopefully it won't be too much glare. So we'll start with the Tales from the Crypt. Number 39. A great Jack Davis cover. Great artist from Mad Magazine. This is a great book. I got Vault of Horror number 17. This is definitely another desirable copy for collectors. Very expensive when it comes up on eBay. Classic werewolf cover. I got a Vault of Horror number 24. Remember, these are all originals. They're lower grade, but they're solid. I got a Vault of Horror 29 here. I got a Vault of Horror number 30. Of course, this is very desirable for collectors because of the cover. This is definitely an expensive book. Great to have it in my collection. I got a Vault of Horror 36. And the last Vault of Horror was number 40. I bought this years ago. I think I only paid $20 for it. Of course, it's probably running around 200 plus now. Great cover. I got Haunt of Fear number 20. This is the Canadian edition by Superior Publishers. These, if you ever see one of these, when you open them up, you'll see that the ink, the artwork is kind of blurry. They're not good quality. So I guess at one time these are only worth half the value of a regular American EC. So I have one of these. I got a Vault of Horror or Haunt of Fear 23. I got a Haunt of Fear number 25. I got Weird Fantasy number 9. This should be a Weird Fantasy 21. Of course, this is a great Frazetta cover. Very desirable for collectors. I got a Weird Science 16 here. I think it's an old Wally Wood cover. Nice book. Then I got a Weird Science 19. I got a Frontline Combat, low grade, so number 9. I got Two Fisted Tales, should be 25. I got Two Fisted Tales, number 28. Two Fisted Tales 34. Lower grade, got chip in the corner. Great cover though. It looks like it's a Jack Davis cover. And I got the last Two Fisted Tales, number 41. Another Jack Davis cover. Great cover there. Guy got the machete coming in there. I got Shock Suspense Stories number 16. I only have one. Great cover. And I have 3 crime suspense stories. I got a number 5. I got number 17. This is a very desirable copy for collectors. Very expensive. I got lucky. I bought this years ago. I didn't pay that much for it. And I saved the best for last, like I always do in my videos. You guys probably are used to that by now. I got a Crime Suspense Stories number 22. This is like the holy grail of horror comic books from the 50s. You guys know it was used in the Senate hearing committee when they called in bill gains for juvenile delinquency. Because if you read comic books back then, you turned into a criminal or something. But they were going against comic books. Of course, the code came out and everything. The decapitation cover. This is definitely a historic comic book. It's worth a lot of money, and I'm grateful I have it in my collection. It's a lower grade. There's some writing on the cover. As you can see, it's raw. None of my books are slabbed. I'm an old school collector. When I was collecting in the 60s, we didn't even have backer boards yet or bags, so I like to be able to take my comics out of my bags and read them. So I'm not putting down guys that like their slabs and their high grade stuff, but I'm more of a low grade, mid grade guy because of the affordability. But this is a great book and I'm grateful to own it. Just wanted to share with you guys. And there's my Creepy number 1 there. I have a couple copies. This was started at all when I was reading Creepy. I found out about the ECs. So I just wanted to share some of my books I have with you guys. I have a lot of stuff in this room from the 60s I'm digging out. These books are definitely some of my better stuff. And I just want to thank everybody for tuning into my channel and watching me and my videos and subscribing to me. My channel is getting a little bit bigger. And I just want to thank everybody. So, if you want to subscribe, give me a thumbs up for this video or leave some comments. And thanks for viewing.